Some Christians say that spiritual things are good and material things are like second class, not so good, that only spiritual things are important. But God says the opposite. God says material creation, this earth, the species that inhabit it, are good. God looks at all that He has made and says it is all very good. I like to say that word all means that biodiversity is very good. What we learn from Genesis is that God delights in creation, in creativity, in the diversity and the beauty of life on earth. And therefore, for us as Christians, we should delight in what God delights in. If we love God, we should love what God loves. When God says to the first human being, God made us in His image, and then He says, have dominion over the earth. Now, what does dominion mean? People sometimes get dominion confused with domination. Domination means selfish exploitation, but dominion means servant leadership. And Jesus is the servant king, the one who models leadership by taking off His robe and washing the dirty feet of His disciples. So that's what it means to have dominion. It means that we should have servant leadership towards the rest of creation. God gives us creation, but God is still the owner of creation. God gives us creation to enjoy and to use, but it belongs to God. Psalm 24 says, the earth is the Lord's and everything that is in it. We are only ever its caretakers. We can use it to feed ourselves, to look after our neighbors, but we must remember that it belongs to God. One of the things that I really want to encourage people to do is to enjoy God's creation. When you live in cities, sometimes it's easy to become distant from the natural world. But I encourage you, even if you live in the city, spend time in nature, because there we find we connect with God in God's creation. We need to learn to worship God in creation, with creation, through creation, because it's this beautiful world that God has made and God has entrusted to us to care for, to the glory of God.